What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Guys 1 Week podcast. My name is Tyler Plackey, and I will be your host this evening. Thank you again. Our live studio audience is too kind. And when I say our live studio audience, I do include Mr. Alex Smith. He is my co-host. So let me introduce him to you guys, actually. My co-host, he's wearing gray. Alex Smith!
That was a terrible one.
I didn't write anything.
Hello.
But you are wearing gray.
I am wearing gray, and my name is Alex.
Fuck, I did a good job, I'd say. It sounds like I hit the nail on the fucking head. Boom! Okay, real quick before we get started, guys, this is, in fact, an adult podcast, and as you've learned so far, we may use foul language, talk about adult topics, and overall not really give a shit if anyone likes us or agrees with us. So, if any of this offends you in any way, shape, or form, or you are actually easily offendable or offended, please go find another podcast to listen to. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye. Okay. Woo! Alex, we're fucking back, dude.
All right, we are back. Episode 11. That's awesome.
And we got a fucking actual episode this week instead of shoot the shit like last week.
I kind of liked it.
I had fun too. I did miss all of our normal bits though. That's fucking fun to talk about.
Right.
I missed our stuff. And speaking of bits, Alex, would you like to introduce our bits real quick, and then we can shoot the shit after that for a bit.
Yep. So topics of the week, of the episode, of whatever you want to call it.
The weekly episode.
We got our 1 week segment per usual, and I mean, I actually did somewhat of some stuff this week.
Ooh.
Then we have our typical hot sports news. I think people are liking that because it's just little things that you might not have heard of.
Yep.
Just what would you do? Yeah, right. What would you do? Alex's question of the week, which I got a good one this week.
Ooh, okay, I'm excited.
And then we got Tyler's infamous
ear shitting me
situation of the week, and then our
TGO. I sent you a funny video from that guy today. Fucking funny enough.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, it's really funny.
Our TGOW top 3, which I am really liking.
Yep, I like it too. So, shout out again to the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast for the idea. Thank you very much.
Let's do a collab.
That'd be sick. I'm friends with a couple of them on Facebook. I could probably get one of them on.
That'd be so funny.
I actually am fucking JP and Steve Peters.
I know I saw that he liked one of our Instagram posts, I think, right?
Steve, yep, he did.
What a dog.
What a dog.
Shout out to Steve.
Shout out Big Nate.
All right, 1 week, you and me.
Oh, fuck. I just pinched one of my balls while itching them, so you go ahead. I'm still kind of in pain over here.
All right, first, I want to shout out Pat Cogan. He is my stepmom's...
Woo!
He'll like that as he's probably running on his treadmill or whatever gym things he's doing.
Pat, run faster.
Yeah.
Lift heavier.
Quit making fun of us. Just kidding.
Yeah, we're not that bad at this.
Right. So
no,
yeah,
we're pretty bad at this.
Well, I'll get into it, but
okay.
I was just going to do it now. So I went to my cousin's. So Pat is my stepmom's sister's husband. So I don't know what that is. Uncle-in-law.
Uncle-in-law? Wait, hold on. I think it's your step-uncle-in-law.
Oh yeah, step-uncle. In-law.
Wait, hold on. It's your mom's sister's husband?
My stepmom's sister's husband.
So that's your step-uncle.
In-law? Because he's married in?
No, just step-uncle.
Okay.
In-laws only count for parents, children, and brother, sister.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
He knows who he is. So we went to... Yeah. His daughter, so my cousin's senior night, she plays lacrosse at Turpin High School.
I don't know where that is.
It's in Ohio. The east side.
Ooh.
So we went there,
cool.
and we went there to go support her for her senior night, and he walks up, and he goes, hey, I kind of want to hear about these hour-long shower skulls. And,
Is Cole heard anything from his friends about that yet?
No, but he heard it from his own family.
Hey, Colt. That fucking sucks.
I know. As soon as he said it, Colt's like, I don't do that.
Fact check? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I've been
It
at
was
that
so
house.
funny. And then he told us that he told me that he listens to the podcast when he's at the gym.
Fuck
And
yeah.
he just laughs at us the whole time.
As you should. You should laugh at us and listen to us.
Hey, I felt honored. Somebody actually listens to the podcast and likes it.
Hey, and you met them in person. Is that our first true fan?
It's kind of family, so
Is it our first fan interaction though?
I guess so. At the pod, yeah.
Oh my god. Hire me, private security. We're getting too famous here.
Yeah. PJs from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we don't ever fly anywhere.
Hop up on a PJ, or sign my deal up on a PJ and hop out a parachute.
Yep.
Yeah, Glorilla.
Yep.
But you gotta say it. It's not parachutes. Parachute.
Parachute. All right. Again, thank you, Pat. Shout out, Pat.
Yes, thank you, Pat.
Great guy.
What a guy. He's a great guy. He's
Great guy.
best guy. He's huge.
All right. Pause.
China.
Pause.
What? Huge.
You said he's huge.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
Not huge.
Pause.
Huge. Wait. I'm
Right,
not
too
talking about
much-
wieners.
Too much glaze.
Too much penis talk.
Too much glaze.
My fault. Sorry, Pat. We're not talking about your penis.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex might be. I'm
Nope.
not.
Okay. So, off of that, Monday.
Off the penis?
Yeah, off of the talking about it. Went to a baseball game.
Very nice. How'd that go?
We won. No, we lost.
Oh.
It was a good game though. It was a good team. It was Ross.
Sure.
They're a good team. They're a big school.
As one does.
And then Tucker was at his mother's, and she sent me a video of him saying, "She want a big dog," and asked me where she got that from, or where he got that from.
You don't want no puppy?
Yeah.
You want a big dog.
Yeah. So for the viewers, all I had to do is look at Tucker and say, "She don't want no puppy," and he'll turn around and go, "She want a big dog." And it's so funny. Tyler's seen it. Tyler's seen it in action, and it's the funniest thing ever.
It is funny. The viewers might
Tuesday,
see it in action in a bit.
yeah, maybe. Tuesday, I actually FaceTimed Tyler about this one. I went to our friend and former pod guest, Nick McClanahan's first exhibition game with his new team, the Washington Wild Things.
Yep, we got some updates about that I'll share with you off podcast.
Ooh. So I went and watched them they played the Florence Yells, which is right down the road from me. So I got to watch. I got there, and I FaceTimed you. Mm-hmm. He walked up to the fence where I was standing. He's like, "What's up, dude?"
Cold. Sorry, my coaster fell
right.
off and it was wet and it was really cold on my thigh.
All
Anywho,
right.
he walked up to the fence. You're FaceTiming me. My apologies.
Yeah.
I know.
Gave him some knucks, and I was like, "Hey, Bones, I got a question." He's like, "What?" What was that?
You gave him what?
I said, "Bones, I got a question."
No, you gave him what?
Knucks?
My boy. How many knuckles deep? 1, 2, 3.
We'll leave that to your imagination. But
I'm gonna guess 4.
I said, "Hey, I have a question for you." He goes, "What's that?" And I pulled a baseball out of my pocket. I said, "Will you sign this?" And
Love it.
he said, "Where'd you get that from?" I said, "I
My
brought
pocket.
it from home. I came prepared, pen
It's
and
in my
all."
pocket.
And it's upstairs, but I got it autographed.
You left it upstairs? What?
Yeah, it's
Fucking
like
rookie.
it's not even just sitting there. It's like you've seen those little shelves next to our TV. It's like sitting there on one of those.
Yeah.
So it's on
Ooh.
display.
Sure.
So Bones, got his autograph. His one inning, which almost didn't happen because it was the bottom of the ninth and the home team was winning. But since it was exhibition, we played it anyways. He got
Very
a
nice.
strikeout and a double play.
Very nice.
Yep. Thursday, went fishing. Brought Tucker. We caught 2 fish,
Nice.
2.5. One fell off. Tucker touched both of them, and I might post that to the socials because it's
Ooh.
pretty funny how he
You'll have
reacted.
to. Do you tickle it?
He like brushed it like this, and then said, "Ooh."
Just like his daddy.
Hey, I'm getting better, okay?
Hey, my mom whipped a fish today.
Really?
Yep, no glove.
Oh, man.
Sorry, buddy.
Dang it.
I caught one, and we'll get to that in a bit. But then I gave it to her, and she lipped it. She held it up.
Dang it.
And she put it back.
Dang
she
it.
likes tickling the fish, though.
All right.
She does. She tickle.
So Friday was interesting. We had a game that was at 4:30 for whatever reason, and I don't get out of school till 3:30, so I had to rush across town to the west side of Ohio. I actually got there in time. I pulled
Very
up,
nice.
got in a dugout. My dad hands me a bat and goes, "Hey, go do IL." I was like, "Okay."
Oh.
We got rained out in the 5th inning.
In the what
and
inning?
then the 5th, we were like went out
so it's
into
a
the
complete
5th.
game then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny story. They're warming up before that last inning, and they were asking us about subs or whatever. And then he goes, "Hey, Blue, what's the? Can they call pitch? Can people call pitches behind the backstop?" And we're like, "Who's doing that?" And their coach is like, somebody back there keeps saying like numbers like 63 and stuff. I'm like, we don't even call pitches. So what makes you think they're gonna call pitches? And then I was like, 63 is probably his pitch count. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, and as I walked past one of the coaches was catching while the catcher was getting ready. I was like, it's not that serious. It's freshman baseball.
Yeah, like it's not that deep.
And so when the umpire called us off the field, the guy that does our game changer, who was saying numbers, but it was like 6, 7, 8 in the order or the pitch count or whatever, because he helps us out with that kind of stuff. And I was walking towards the dugout. He goes, 67 Camaro. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my god. But they were just shitty for no reason.
Yeah, it
Like,
sounds
it's freshman
unreasonable.
baseball.
Yeah, that is all much.
Yeah. Saturday I didn't do it. Saturday is the first time I took a nap in a while.
I took a nap. Yes. No, I took one on Saturday as well.
It was amazing. And then that's when we went to my cousin's senior night. And then Sunday went to church. Second week in a row.
You went to church again?
Yep.
Oh boy, how was that?
Tucker. It was good. It's really good. Tucker loves Sunday school.
I'm looking at going back, starting at church again.
Just come down with me.
That was 2 every week. Sure as fucking let me drive 2 hours every fucking week each direction.
Hey, no worries. Yeah, that went fishing. I caught one fish in the lake, actually.
In the lake? Oh boy. Where do you normally catch them? On the bank?
In the pond.
Ah. Very nice.
I actually went to the lake yesterday.
Very nice, very nice.
Yep. Caught him. Showed it to my grandma because she called me, so I was talking to her while I was fishing.
Very nice, very nice. You like to talk on the phone while you fish.
I do, honestly. I don't know why. It's fun.
I don't mind it.
Just joshing. But yeah, that's really all I did. It was a pretty good week.
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking nice week.
What about you?
So, my week. So we're recording this on a Monday, so some of this stuff happened a while ago. But last Monday, during baseball practice, I was allowed to go out and field ground balls. And my arm hurt afterwards, but I had a lot of fun and fielded a lot of ground balls. That one really actually looked really good. I felt good doing it. Started fishing swim jigs this last kind of week and a half. Fucking made a cool YouTube video about that, so be sure to check that out when it comes out. But fucking just hammering fish on swim jigs, and I actually fished a little top water. Caught my first ever fish on a popping spook. So it's, for those who don't know, it's this long, kind of looks like a hot dog. A couple treble hooks on it, a little mouth on the front so you can pop it. And yeah, that didn't look right. So there you go. That didn't look right.
You're just all over the place today, buddy.
God, I need to go home. I am home. For those of you not watching, watch the fucking episode and you know what we're talking about. Some guy was a dick to me in my YouTube comments, and I pretty much told him to go fuck himself. And so if you're listening to this, here's what you can do, okay? You have your opinion, right? You're thinking it.
Hold on. Subscribe first before you do this.
Oh, yeah. Drop a follow. Rate the podcast 5 stars. Leave a comment. It helps to boost the algorithm. But here's what you can, after you do all that, you can have your opinion about my YouTube, okay? Take your opinion about my YouTube. Once you take it, I want you to say it into your hands, okay? So here, I'm going to pretend to be you. Your YouTube channel sucks, right? But you just set it into your hands. You got it. Clump it up real tight, okay? Then what you're going to do, and let me find something. You're going to find a long cylindrical object that is at least 2 inches of girth. And you're going to rub that opinion that's on your hands onto that object. and then you're going to take it and without lubing it, shove it so far up your fucking ass that it comes out your mouth.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, dude was just saying that my YouTube video was boring, and I told him, I said, well, if you paid attention to the video, you would see that I don't fish for 4 days and take the best fucking 10 minutes of it and make a YouTube video and act like I'm a great fisherman. I just fish and post the video. Anywho, but yeah, and then Mom and Dad came in over the weekend, which was fun. Olivia picked out her, she got her wedding dress.
I saw that.
Yeah, so she got her wedding dress. I officially passed 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Hey.
Which is lit. So company I work for, they do birthday gifts every year for us, and it's just like you get like a crumble cookie, or they give you a like a fucking the little nothing but cakes, like the little personal sized ones. Mm-hmm. And we had a team meeting last week, and at the meeting we had ordered Jimmy John's for us, so they didn't want to give us some more dessert, so they just gave us a gift card to it, and I got fucking crumble cookie.
Hey.
So I went out and got crumble cookie on fucking Friday night. And Alex, I got the strawberry shortcake crumble cookie.
Oof.
Oh my god, dude! You know the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those in cookie form.
Oh boy!
Oh, dude! It had like the crumbles on top of it. Oh my god!
Talk to me.
It was so fucking good. And then Mom and Dad came in over the weekend. I worked a lot on Saturday. Came home, took a fat nap. When I say fat nap, like a 20-minute nap. Ate some good food. Went out to the bar with parents. Went out to Texas Roadhouse with grandparents yesterday. Went to the Roadhouse. Got a big steak. Let's see. Oh, and then Alex and I are finalizing plans. I'm going to be taking a trip down to the Berg in the next couple weeks. So fucking have some cool stuff for you guys there to check out. But yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot. Worked a lot. Yeah, made some money. Oh, dude. So the school I work for has a rugby club. And so athletic trainers can make money two ways. One, you work for your fucking normal job, or two, you do something called PRN, where it's just like moonlighting. And I picked up a shift for this rugby club this coming Friday. And as soon as I picked it up, the guy who runs it messaged me, and he messaged me on fucking Friday evening. He's like, "Hey, we have a girls, what's it called? Rugby. Jesus, I almost said lacrosse. Couldn't forget lacrosse out of my head. We have a girls rugby match tomorrow, 1:30 to 3:30. Are you able to work it? We know it's last minute. We're paying $100 an hour for it."
Holy.
So it's a 2-hour shift to make $200. And if I wasn't already working 8 to 1:30 that day and had my parents in town, I probably would have fucking taken it. I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I have my parents in town. I already worked that morning until 1:30. I wouldn't be able to make it. I'm really sorry." He said, "No problem." He posted on the website that they used to fucking hire PRNs. And like 3 hours in, it's still sitting up. No one's taken. They need it or they can't have the match. Dude, he jumped it to $200 an hour.
Did you take it?
I didn't. I couldn't. I literally couldn't be there. Like, I could not get from where I was working to that place in the amount of time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I legitimately couldn't fucking take it. Dude, I almost did, though. I was so ready to be like, "Can you push it back to a 2 o'clock start and I'll fucking be there for $400, dude?"
Right.
Oh, I wanted to.
That's when you hope for overtime.
No shit.
That's wild.
Can you imagine making fucking over $3 a minute?
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, that's almost half a minimum wage in a minute.
Yeah, that's why you go to college, kids.
Mm-hmm. That's why you get your degree. So, but yeah, that was my week.
Hell yeah.
I said that doesn't cover a whole. I mean, we didn't really talk about our weeks too much. But I mean, we did 20 minutes on a week. That's not bad. But we will transition over into hot sporting news. Everyone always fucking loves this. First off, we're going to start in college baseball with one of everyone's favorites, the hot and cold streaks up and through this last week. This was written on, so this episode was current as of April 28th. So we know it's fucking coming out late. Fucking suck our dicks. We don't care. Hot and cold streaks for baseball. Division I, UConn was a 13-game winning streak. And losing at 19 in a row is UMES. Not sure what the fuck that stands for. It just said UMES. So if you know, comment it down below. Division II, Tampa and University of Texas Tyler, who is a former Division III national champion. They beat Franklin in their regional your freshman year. Fun fact. We're tied at 14 wins, and Bloomfield has 53 losses. They're turning into Yeshiva. So, yeah. D3 Endicott had 22 wins in a row, and St. Joseph's Brooklyn had 22 losses. And at the NAIA level, LSU Shreveport was at a whopping 47 straight wins, and Michigan Dearborn was at 42 losses in a row. So, Alex, of all those, between, what's more impressive, 47 wins in a row or 53 losses in a row?
47 wins.
I think so, too. So, in other sporting news in college baseball, Mississippi...
Hold on. LSU Shreveport is actually 51-0 now.
We're getting to that next week.
Well, it can just be updated next week.
Okay. Yes, they're now at 51 wins in a row. Yep. So, shout out Matthew Lillard. Ooh, we could have him on the pod. The Franklin connection, we could get Lillard on the pod. That'd be sick. But Mississippi State has announced is deciding to part ways with, which means fired, head baseball coach Chris Lemonis after leading them to a national championship just a short few years ago.
Why is that?
Apparently they're not fucking doing very well. Mississippi State's not been relevant since then. So,
true.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So that's all I got on college baseball. Alex, you got anything on college baseball?
So Oregon has a pitcher, Jason Reitz, and he is 6 feet 11 inches tall.
Tell him the basketball team needs a big man.
The Ducks need a center.
Dude, can you imagine can you imagine the fucking down angle on that fastball?
Oh, I know. Like I seen the
Fucker's
comments.
Gonna be heavy.
Yeah, the comments in the video was like, the ball's halfway there when he releases it.
Oh shit! Literally.
That'd be
That's
wild.
Nuts, bro.
So funny. He's listed as 6'11", 215. So
Bones.
I would say, is that like Bones status?
Is that Oregon Bones?
I mean, he does look pretty skinny. But okay, so he's not just on the team. He's thrown 46 and 2/3 innings.
So I think I'd seen that he actually participates quite a bit.
Yeah, 46 and 2/3.
Hang on. Back to my 1 week segment. If you guys can't tell, I've done some upgrades to the podcast room in the form of LED lights. Hope you guys like it. I spent a lot of money to get those LED lights. I spent $8. Wow. $4 a strand.
We love good deals. We need to start having like a segment like deals of the week.
The TGOW deal of the week. I like that. I like that.
We both always
we are
do
gonna
that.
have to do that. Ooh, I do like that.
But yeah, 46 and 2/3 innings.
Find out like a hot blonde. Boom. Anywho, what were you saying?
50 strikeouts to 23 walks. Pretty good.
That is a good to walk ratio.
3.66 ERA. Nah.
Crash. Bun.
He's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, another funny college thing I seen. The West Virginia pepper grinder celebration for outfielders after a win. I love it. Alex,
can you, so I don't know what you're talking about. I need you to describe and demonstrate for the audience. For those of you, real quick, if you're not watching, hit pause. You can see on YouTube, you can see on Spotify. If I can go watch this part.
So you know how, like, if you go to, like, a fancy restaurant and they have those long pepper grinders?
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Can you demonstrate this, please, for me?
So West Virginia, when they win, our outfielders will come together and they'll do one of the get one of these.
One of what? Hang on, I couldn't really see it.
Oh, you saw it.
I couldn't see it.
They all put their hands one on top of the other and like get the pepper out of the grinder.
Clip a chat. I'm clipping that. That's gonna be a fucking clip on the socials. You just sit there going, got him. That's fucking nuts, though. I know. That's why.
Well, okay. What I had on here.
Okay.
For if you play baseball, if you know, you know. That's just a normal day at the office, at the baseball field.
Yes, it is. It is just a normal day at the office.
Now, if you're if you weren't on a baseball team or if you weren't on a one of those kind of goon teams.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
every day at the office, especially at Franklin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking, we did stupid shit there. That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, it builds team camaraderie.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. We're out here just dicking around.
Yeah. So I saw this. Northwestern State baseball is under investigation for potentially using an ineligible player, which could result in a forfeiture of 33 games. Which, I tried to look into it to see who it was and like what happened.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Yeah,
there's
nothing.
not much on it.
They don't even name the player.
I'm curious in what way they're ineligible.
Ran out of years, maybe.
But I feel like that'd be too easy. You know what I mean? You just go and be like, oh, this dude's been playing since 2016. Yeah, he's probably fucking ineligible.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, nowadays you never know.
Ah, shit, yeah. That would be interesting to fucking figure that out, though.
Well, hopefully it comes out, because I searched everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And all I found were like X and Instagram posts talking about it, and it didn't say like why. It was all the same stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's all I got for college baseball. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Moving on to Major League Baseball. Is it fired up for us?
Yes, sir.
A text chain has been released showing that apparently, and I don't know if you've seen this, Alex, Bryce Harper was all set to be a Chicago White Sox. And the only reason he is not is because there was a second meeting between Bryce Harper and the administration, and Jerry Reinsdorf, who I believe is their GM, fucking no-showed. So apparently there was a guy who was out in the supermarket and saw Bryce Harper and was like, hey, I heard you were going to be a white... Or said something about like him going somewhere and how he's liking Philadelphia. And he goes, funny enough, this wasn't my first choice. He goes, I love the White Sox. And the guy's like, no way. And Bryce looked at his wife. He's like down the aisle. He's like, honey. She's like, yeah. He goes, who was my favorite visit? Where was I about to go? And she goes, the White Sox.
Wild.
Can you imagine him on the fucking White Sox, dude?
I mean, they'd win an extra like 6 games, but
yeah,
it's like good for him in the long run.
I'm curious what he liked about the White Sox.
I don't know.
Because they haven't really fucking been relevant in a while.
They're awful.
Yeah, they haven't been relevant in years. I don't know. A veteran who was once honored at a New York Mets game has passed away by the name of Seymour Wiener. Do you remember that?
What was that?
Seymour Wiener.
Go Jack.
Seymour Wiener
awesome.
has passed away, and our condolences to him and his
Yeah,
family. Thank you, Seymour.
Thank you, Mr. Wiener.
Mr. Weiner. I saw this on Twitter, Alex. It was Dan Clark. He's a fucking Twitter account. And he came out with his 10 steps to save Major League Baseball. And I want your opinion on them, okay? And those of you listening / watching, leave us a comment down below what you think. Number 1, merge the Marlins and the Rays into one team. Okay? They're the Florida whatever. 2, merge the Orioles and the Pirates together into one team.
Interesting.
Number 3, ditch the Colorado Rockies. Number 4, ditch the Chicago White Sox. So now Bryce Harper's got nowhere to go. Number 5, ditch the Athletics. Thought we already fucking did. Number 6, expand a team into either Nashville, Montreal, or Portland to keep it at 28 total teams. Number 7, divide MLB into 4 7-team divisions. So you have like the North, South, East, and West, I guess. And playoffs work as, and this is the last 3 reasons, or the last 3 steps. The top 2 from each team, or from each division of 7 make the playoffs. Seedings are done 1 through 8 based on record, where it's 1v8, 2v7, 3v6, and 4 versus 5. And then to round 2 into the World Series. And each of the 3 rounds is a 7-game series. Introduce a salary floor of $150 million, so you have to pay $150 million out to your players each year, but a cap at $300 million, so if it kind of equals out teams, you don't get dynasties like the Dodgers are, and no more blackout restrictions on television.
Hallelujah.
What do you think about all those?
At least on the black one. I don't know why I ditched the Rockies. I kind of like the Rockies.
Because they haven't fucking been relevant in a while.
Right. But, I mean...
Here's the thing. Yeah. I understand merging the Marlins and the Rays. I really do. I actually fucking understand that. The Orioles and the Pirates not as much because they're both kind of getting some hype right now with some young players that they've got. I mean, you got Skeens, you got Jackson Holiday, you got fucking what's his name? The catcher from Oregon State, Adley is up in fucking Baltimore. I mean, you've got some. It isn't or is Torkelson
I mean, if
with
they
the Tigers?
combine, that'd be one heck of a team.
That'd be a fucking tough team. But going down to skip the ditching. Expanding, and honestly, those are 3 really good cities to expand back into. I think they actually fucking showed. He mentioned. I mean, Portland would be great because up in the Northwest, there's no one. You got the Mariners, and that's it, right?
Right.
There's no one up there. Nashville's become such a big market, but they've also already got a AAA team in the Nashville Sounds. I don't know if they could handle a AAA and a Major League team.
They'd probably ditch the AAA team if I had to guess.
Yeah, but Nashville Sounds is kind of a cool setup. I like what they do with them.
I mean, I agree, but that's probably what they would do. Montreal's already had a team. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you go back to Montreal. So then here picks up the question. If you could pick a city, and I haven't thought of this until just now, so this will be interesting. If you could pick a city to fucking expand into, who would it be?
Well, I guess they're gonna be, but Las Vegas is like the obvious one.
Vegas is a fucking good one. It's
just for economics, but
what about something like a Salt Lake?
I mean, like they have like a AAA team.
Do they?
I believe so. But yeah, that one's not bad. I don't know. It's hard because I mean, Indiana would be kind of cool.
Yeah, and Indianapolis team would be nice. But then you're also in a very small area. You've got, and I guess you almost turn like in LA. You've got St. Louis. You've got the Chicago Cubs, the White Sox, the Brewers are close enough, and then you have an Indianapolis team and the Cincinnati team. I mean, that's, and then you start throwing in the Guardians or the Indians in fucking Cleveland. I mean, you got 7 teams fucking that are within 4 hours,
right?
5 hours. I mean, that's a lot of fucking baseball together,
right? Yeah. So
but 7 teams makes that
group
of 7. There's your Midwest bracket.
Yeah, good for travel, but like, yeah, my brain thinks putting it somewhere like you said, like where there's not a team around.
So what about so like a Portland, Oregon would be cool. Yeah. It's hard out west because besides like California, you really don't have much out there. Let me look at a map here and do some thinking here.
You could say like North or South Dakota, but like there's not.
You're not going to get anything out in the Dakotas,
right?
What if you get like is there enough in Albuquerque to do like a New Mexico team, or do like I mean, you've already got 2 in Texas,
right?
Is there enough in like in Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana to put one somewhere through there, in Arkansas and Tennessee to fucking pull down from there? Because I mean, when you think about it,
I think everybody's Braves fans down there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everyone down there's a fucking Braves fan. I mean, the Braves kind of sit alone down there besides the Florida teams. There's no one else. What about like a Richmond, Virginia? You know what I mean? Or like a Charlotte, North Carolina, even.
Yeah, there's no teams down there, is there?
No, not it's
like
hard
North
to find
Carolina
a team.
Region.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, there's some like minor league teams. There's no major league teams.
Right.
It's finding a city that's going to have the capacity to run a major league team that doesn't already have a successful minor league team, because you don't want to fucking uproot that minor league team somewhere else either.
Right.
So yeah. But what do you think about all those? What's your thoughts? We were going through. We got through the expansion. What do you think about 4 7-team divisions and only the top 2 from each division make it?
I like it. I don't see an issue with that. I would say, I don't know how you do it the rest of the way, but maybe 10 teams and like 2 wild cards.
2 get by.
That too. But I was just thinking like 2 wild cards.
Yeah. What about the seeding 1 through 8 based on record and not by like division?
I like that because you could have 2 AL or NL teams that are just monsters and they beat each other up to get to the World Series. And that probably should be the World Series.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I'm intrigued about is the top 2 from each division make the playoffs. If we're doing it based 1 through 8, why not just take? What if you don't do divisions anymore? Right? Get rid of divisions, and you just take the top 8 records.
Yeah.
So we're already in, and everybody plays everybody. So divisions kind of don't fucking matter where we're at now, because I mean, you have teams that are done playing a division rival in fucking May. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to see him June, July, August, September. Most of the fucking season, you're not going to see your division rival again. I mean, I do enjoy that it's a bigger variety of teams that we play. It's not just fucking the Cardinals and the Brewers all damn year. But at the same time, like, you need to see that. So, I mean, if we're going to do everyone plays everybody, why not nix the divisions, have fucking 28 or however many teams you want to fucking have, and then just the top X amount make it. So you just have to have the best record.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That'd be kind of fucking cool. The coolest one I thought was... Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like a lot of the time, like, in MLB, I feel like some teams get screwed just because, like, their division's tough and they happen to be, like... Yeah. They get beat up in that division by a really good schedule, so they miss out on the playoffs, even though they're probably better than a couple other teams that are in there.
I agree. Oh, I agree with that. What do you think about the salary floor? The salary cap, you've always seen, but a salary floor is actually interesting, making you actually truly invest in players.
I don't know about the salary floor, but I definitely like the salary cap, because then you can't be the Dodgers and give everybody $300 million and be like,
Yeah.
I wonder why we're winning so much.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the salary floor just because it makes sure that teams aren't going to do what Oakland did and just tank a team to move. Because, I mean, that's shitty when you think about it. Like, to fucking tank a team intentionally on a fan base, and we can have this argument some other day. But the way that they tanked the fucking the Athletics and not put any money in them just to fucking get them to move. I mean, you're fucking with guys' careers. You know what I mean? You're fucking with guys' careers and their families. Right. And you think about everyone that works for the Athletics in Oakland and the job that they had. Yeah.
Right. I'm just biased because the Reds are a small market team.
Yeah. Oh, Cardinals are too. We're not a big market at all.
Right. So you kind of get it, but the Reds are really bad about it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Oops. I stepped on my thing and I'm moving my camera. Oh.
Spooky.
Moving on to the PGA. Cam Smith was playing at a PGA Tour event a couple weeks ago, and a lady accidentally picked up his ball that was hit a little wide. Per the rules, she is required to place it back exactly where she found it. Cam Smith and the rules officials placed a T marking where they feel it should go, and she was required to put it back, and she decided to then place the ball on the tee like it was going to be a tee shot. Cam Smith then had to inform her that he is, in fact, unable to play the ball off the tee in the rough.
That's all I would have. Why are you at this event?
Here's my thing, okay? When you're playing around in a municipal golf course and you see golf ball lying on the ground, you look at it, you look around, see who could have hit it, and if no one else could have fucking hit it, you take the ball. When you're at a PGA event, you don't touch the fucking golf ball.
There's nobody playing this course today.
Man, I don't see anyone. Fine. Like, come on. It's a fuck. Like, no, like, come on.
Unless it's yoinked into the woods.
Even then, they're still hunting it down.
True.
They're going to play it. They don't lose the stroke. I saw it. I was like, wow, how fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was going to power through some NFL for a minute.
Listen to this. So
Okay.
Quinn Ewers, he signed with the Dolphins, right?
Sure.
He turned down around $8 million in NIL for an $800,000 contract. Is being in the NFL worth that big of a loss, or should he have gone back to school to try and get a better draft stock?
So, is he going back to be a fifth year or fourth year? I guess it doesn't matter. Was it going to be his last year of eligibility?
I think so.
Okay. So here's the thing. He's probably going to make that much money in endorsements anyways, just because he's a big enough name with Texas. And I'm sure he's made his money already on NIL in fucking Texas, unless he just spoiled it. But, you know, is losing $8 million worth getting to say that you were drafted and got to be an NFL player? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Because that's his dream, right?
Right.
You know, what if he goes back, and you have to think about this. This is football. What if he goes back and fucking tears an ACL and blows out his knee? Then no one drafts him, right?
Right.
So fucking
You also got to take into consideration that Arch Manning is the new backup, right?
Yeah, Arch Manning's going to be the starter at Texas. He was going somewhere else. Quinn Ewers wasn't staying at Texas. He was going to have to find somewhere else. Fucking, and, I mean, he could have done a Notre Dame or an Ohio State because Will Howard and fucking what's-his-face from Notre Dame both left.
Right. Maybe that was a deciding factor. Is like he maybe didn't want to start at another school. Maybe he's like, might as well just start in the NFL.
Yeah. Because he'd been at Texas whole career, right?
Yes.
I thought so. I thought he spent all his years there. You looking it up?
Yep. Ohio State and Texas.
I didn't know he started at Ohio State.
I don't think I did either.
Ohio State's probably going to claim him and say that they're QBU again. Like they did with fucking Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's not a Buckeye.
No, he ain't.
I mean, he is, but not an Ohio State Buckeye.
No, he's an LSU Tiger.
He began his college career at Ohio State before transferring to Texas after one season. So, yeah, he's there for 1 year.
Yeah.
I've heard some good college to NFL news. You see it.
Oh, the one down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, I can bring that up. That's fine. Former Franklin College standout Jaira Ojada, I don't remember how to pronounce his name, but I worked with him a couple times, signs a professional contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. He played 4 years at Franklin and then spent a fifth year at Purdue.
Tough.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
Fuck Purdue. But
That's tough.
that is the second player out of Franklin I know that's gotten to sign an NFL contract in the last, 6-7 years.
Hashtag Pro Grizz alert.
Hashtag ProGriz. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Can you name me the first one?
He was a wide receiver, I believe.
I can't think of his fucking name either.
And he was there when we were there, or at least when I was there.
He was a seither year, freshman year.
Yeah, I remember.
I watched him play though.
I remember him. I think I did too. I remember him. Either got picked up or drafted. I don't remember.
Yeah, he went to the Lions.
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember his name.
Fuck if I do either. It'll fucking come back to me later. Alex, you want to bring up yours and I'll bring up mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some IU basketball news.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to the one about the Commanders.
Oh, I can do that too.
Okay.
Let's skip that one, I guess.
You're good.
It's actually pretty interesting. The Washington, and I agree, Washington Commanders ownership discussing the return of the Redskins, citing fan demand and brand legacy. The only people that were mad about it are people that weren't Indian.
Literally. So you're saying white women?
Middle-aged white women.
Yes. Dude, the Indian tribes sued the Commanders because they got rid of the Redskins.
If you ask the group that the Redskin was for, about whatever
The tribe, yeah.
Yeah, they liked it. They loved it. They
It
thought it was like
showed
an
their
honor.
heritage, yeah. Yeah, they fucking loved it. And someone got offended.
All right.
And again, if you're here listening to this and getting offended, go back and listen to my introduction and follow that.
Go back 43 minutes.
Yep. And then real quick, Jaden McMillan was asked in a combine interview what he likes to do for fun. And his answer, Alex, was, I like to go to the grocery store and try the weird off-brand cereals and different weird potato chip flavors.
I agree with the potato chips. It's interesting to try different ones, but the off-brand cereals kind of.
He said he collects them.
What a great combine answer.
I mean, deal with that screams to me, though. I'm not going to get in any trouble, coach.
Right.
He's not going to be out drinking and doing drugs or gambling or fucking partying it up or beating his wife. He's going to be eating cereal.
Right. Did you see the one where they asked him about the guy that's about him on a golf course? He goes, "Well, I'm not Tiger Woods, but I'm Tiger Wish he could or wish he would or something."
I didn't see that. That's fucked.
It's older, but it's so funny.
That is funny. I like that.
He's like, "I'm not good, but I'm out there."
That's us.
Yeah.
Literally.
Wild. Okay, now to Indiana basketball news.
Go ahead.
First one in a while.
Cold.
There you go. Sorry about your ears, guys.
I'm not.
So,
And I do it again.
the Big Ten schedule. IU is home against Iowa, Nebraska, Northwestern, Oregon, Penn State, Washington, Wisconsin. Still blows my mind that like Oregon and Washington are now in our conference.
Yeah.
Away only because there's some that we play both. Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Ohio State, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, which we played Ohio State. Oh, we might have played Ohio State home and away last year.
Yeah, we played Ohio State both last year.
Because I went to the away game.
Yep.
And then
where they won.
Yes.
Ooh.
By 1, I believe.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. And then 3 teams they play home and away. Michigan State, Minnesota, and Purdue. And I love Michigan State and Purdue because those are big ones.
Yeah,
Minnesota,
those are good ones.
Nah.
I wish we could flip that for, I guess, right now, like a Michigan.
Or an Ohio State.
Or an even
play them pretty good.
A fucking an Oregon. I don't know. But, I mean, it's interesting because we're actually playing fucking... Are we playing everyone? Or are we missing someone? Are we going to play every Big Ten team? 'Cause I know we don't normally do that.
There's 17 on here.
Yeah, that's all of them because I use 18.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know the Big Ten with 18 teams in it?
The Big 18.
Right.
Wait. That might mean something to other people.
Clip a chat.
Wicked. Okay, Alex, you want to move on to the fun stuff? Not that none of this is fun. I've had a fucking fantastic time.
Yep.
Block the toes. Don't need people seeing the feet for free.
Okay,
moving on
pay
to...
for them puppies.
Say it. Puppies.
Hey.
No.
That's why we have a podcast.
Yes, because we're funny. Anywho, moving on to the new segment of What Would You Do? This is a segment in which we are given scenarios and we say what we would do in them, and you guys can feel free to comment either A, what you would do, or B, a scenario for us to answer. Alex, the first one is, you are given the option between 1 ticket to the Sunday Masters every year for life, or you get to play the Monday round at Augusta right after the Sunday finals every year for life. The only stipulation is you cannot bring a friend to either, and you must pay your own way there. So you get to, the only thing you get is you get 1 ticket to go to either get to go watch the Sunday Masters, or you can play Augusta in Sunday, Masters condition on that Monday.
Do I get
every
a cart?
year for life? Huh?
Do I get a cart?
Yes, you don't have to walk.
Okay. I'm choosing to play. I guess
You're playing?
Yep.
See, I almost think I would rather go watch.
Well, the only thing is there's 9 hours, and there's no guaranteed chance you're front row watching that.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you get to go every year you get to fucking do something. 1 year you can just sit at the 18th and wait to watch that, right? And then the next year you can just fucking follow a group. You know what I mean? Like, You can do something different every year. It's not like you're missing out on it.
Yeah, I can always watch it on TV. You can't play it on TV.
I feel like that's a tough one. You know what I mean? For like, which one would you like? Because they're both, I think, really good options. Like, because here's my thought: both of them, I feel like, eventually get old, right? It's like, oh fuck, like here I am again, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I feel like you play Augusta the first time and it's fucking out of this world. You play it again, and it's really fucking cool, and then you play it a third time, it's okay, this is fun. And by like the 5th time, it's just a fucking golf course. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like you know how to play it, and you start to figure it out. So I don't know,
Yeah,
but I also feel like if you see Sunday every year, it's like,
Right. I feel like if you play it once a year, it's like that one thing you can look forward to. Like, oh yeah, I get to do this.
That's fair. Yeah,
but that's also like if you go watch it, you can do that too.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. If I have to pick one, gun to my head, I've got to pick one. I feel like I would say play.
Yeah, that's what I'd pick.
I think I'd pick. Well, here's the one fucking question. If I pick play, do I still get to go to the pro shop and get something? I'm not saying $2,000 worth of shit, but do I get to go like buy a shirt or something?
Did you really go there if you didn't spend $2,000 with this stuff?
Dude, it'd be so hard to go there and not spend so much money.
Right.
Because you don't know if you'll ever get that shot again.
True. That's so crazy how not secretive, but
it's just so like
closed off, I guess.
Yes, it's cool though.
Yeah, it's super cool the way it is.
Yep.
All right, next one. You find out your child punched a kid in the face who was bullying another kid and got suspended for a week. What would you do?
Here's a question. So what does it mean by bullying? Was it like calling him an idiot and saying that you're ugly, or is he like fucking like beating the kid up?
Both. Two different scenarios.
So if it's verbal, right? There's no sort of physical like injecture in it, right? Fucking, it's just fucking sitting there making fun of the kid and laughing at him. I'd probably be a little upset. I'd still say good job standing up for someone else, but maybe let's think of a better way to do it. You know what I mean?
Right. I see what you're saying.
Now, if a kid's beating up another kid, and my kid goes in and beats the fucking tar out of them and gets suspended for a week, my kid's gonna have a fucking excellent week going out and do whatever the fuck he wants with me because we're gonna go have fun that week because good for you for standing up for someone else when no one else would.
Yeah, with the verbal, I don't know. I'm kind of in your boat. I'd probably be okay, like even if he did hit him, but also be like, you probably should have just told somebody.
Yeah,
but I also be like, ice cream place is right down the street.
Mm-hmm. So here's my one thing. I'll let you go and then I'll say my 2 cents.
And then like you said, if somebody's actively like beating somebody way smaller than them, or like that you can tell they're bullying and not just fighting. Mm-hmm. Like obviously, if you broke it up too, that'd be great. But like if they're bullying, fighting them, and you punch them in the face to get them off and stuff. Yeah, we're going out for ice cream.
Mm-hmm. So here's my one thing, and I'm a fucking firm believer in this. So much of what is wrong with our world today is not enough people get punched in the face for doing stupid shit.
I agree.
Like, like here's what happens.
You know my job.
Yeah, you know mine. And there's individuals in the world, and it's not just kids, it's adults, that need to pay for their actions in a way that obviously we don't want anyone, we don't need anything permanent here, right? I mean, when I was a kid and I'd mouth off to my buddy, he'd say, shut up, and hit you. And guess what you did? You shut up, right? Mm-hmm. So I was a kid, someone, started trying to make fun of me. I had a kid in 7th grade, he was making fun of me, said I had big ears. Okay, fucking hilarious. I've heard that one before. And he wouldn't shut up, and I told him to stop, and so we were on the bus, and I picked him up and grabbed him by the neck and threw him up against the back of the bus. And guess what he didn't do the rest of the year?
Right.
It's just how it is, right? I'm not saying, you don't need to be stabbing or shooting or fucking killing anyone, but sometimes that's a lesson. I mean, it's back, way back when our parents grew up, the principal and the teachers had paddles. Yeah. You acted up and you got fucking paddled.
It's just today kids feel invincible, which, I mean, most of the time they are, because you can't do anything to them.
No, you can't do shit.
Like, and a prime example of stuff like this is a kid in one of my colleagues' classes. It wasn't mine. Mm-hmm. This kid wasn't...
You just use the word colleague. Very nice.
Big words. We're smart. College degrees.
Educated.
But she was trying to get him to do a worksheet or an ed puzzle or something, and he said no, and they were arguing back and forth, and she told him to go to the office, and as he's skipping down the hallway to the office, turns around and starts doing like the take the L thing to a teacher, which it's kind of funny, but also it's like what is going on? Why is nobody... I don't want to say bullying this kid. Like somebody needs to knock some sense into this kid.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get that. Kids need to be. Some people just need to learn the lesson the hard way. I agree.
Right, and there's many examples that I've talked to people about. It's all this kid needs is, and I don't condone hitting and violence, but popped in the mouth, and then their ways will change. I promise.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's wild how kids are these days.
Oh, I fully agree with you on that.
All right, before I get fired from my job.
Me too.
You're driving at night down a country road.
This was hypothetical. None of this is actually real.
Yep.
All hypothetical.
Except for my Example. That was real. Kid actually did do the L to him.
I wish you could pull down the security camera so we could post that on the social.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be a great post on fucking Twitter.
Jeez.
A kid hitting the L on fucking security camera. That's great.
To a teacher.
Love it.
Okay, next one. You're driving at night down a country road. A large truck is driving at you with its high beams on, blinding you. What do you do?
Alex, have you ever heard of the thing called an unregistered firearm? Dude, okay. One of my biggest fucking pet peeves. So I drive a sedan. I drive a midsize sedan. I drive a fucking Volkswagen Jetta. Not a very big vehicle, right? And so I sit low to the ground, and it's nice and efficient, but I sit low to the ground. And it's trucks and SUVs with these fucking bright-ass LED lights that feel the need to have the brights on all the time. And I just farted. But feel the need to have their brights on all the time. And what I can't do is see, right? Yeah. So I'm driving down at night. I can't see the fucking road. So I literally have to slow down to almost say stop until they get past me so I don't run off the road because I can't fucking see and head it because I don't know if the road's turning or not, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it pisses me off. What would I do? Probably start flashing my brights at them.
Yeah. So what I've learned from this is sometimes trucks, obviously LED lights are bright. Too bright. And it's a matter of how you are angled to them. So like you're down lower, it's going to hit you way harder than it's going to hit me.
I'm eye level.
Yeah, it's not going to hit me like that.
Yeah.
And I thought when I had put the LEDs in my truck, because my 40-inch tires, but so like my truck's up higher than it usually is. I expected to get that all the time, like people flashing lights at me. I've only had it actually once since I put the LED lights in.
Very nice.
And that my brights weren't on.
Oh, that's funny. Fuck.
Right.
It just pisses me off. You know what I mean? I just like.
And for the people that I've had my brights on and you flashed them at me, I apologize.
You just forget.
I just forget to turn them off.
I've been there before. I forget. It's like, whoops.
I know. My stepmom's car, she has it where if a car comes around the corner, they turn off automatically.
Really?
It's nice.
So my parents' car, they have a Volkswagen Atlas.
Hey, so
when they turn, the lights turn with them. And fucking angle.
I noticed that in hers. So I'll drive her car sometimes.
Crazy shit.
I'll do this. Just to see the lights move.
That's wild, though.
I know.
That's
so
cool. Crazy.
And if you turn the turn signal on, and it looks like an extra light pops on in that direction.
I've never noticed that. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, LED lights are rough, and I get people's complaints with them, but switching from my regular like yellow looking ones to LEDs has helped me see so much, considering I have a slightly illegal percentage of tint in my truck.
Riding with 5% tint on my window.
Yeah. So, like, I get it, but also, well, I guess that's my fault. But it's a huge difference from my stock lights to the LED ones that I put in, and it's so nice.
Interesting.
All right, let's go to Alex's question of the week.
Okay.
I got a good one for you. You can't see this, right?
Nope. I do not see your question of the week.
Like my own Google Doc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one. So this I've told you about this week, so you've kind of got an idea. But what is one thing you want or will want, since you don't have any yet, your kids to do differently than you? Do you need a minute?
Go ahead first.
Okay.
Let me think on this.
So, mine is, and I've told you this already. I think so. So I want him to be different than me, and because I would say I'm a city boy. I'm not very country. Like my grandma, my grandparents, she grew up in the country. I rode golf carts and quads around and stuff like that. We had horses and stuff. But I never really messed with the animals all that much. And we've talked about with fishing, is I was the one that I'd never really touched the fish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So going back to the video of Tucker touching the fish, is I'm trying to get him comfortable with that stuff to be able to do that stuff, because it's not embarrassing, but it's kind of embarrassing to tell people like, yeah, I'm just now starting to touch fish, but with a glove on.
No, I get it. I mean,
And so
I'm always gonna make fun of you just because you're my buddy. But like,
right.
literally 2.5 years ago when I started fishing full time, I was like terrified to grab the fish. You just gotta you literally just gotta do it and just psych yourself up to do it.
Right. That's what I did with lipping it.
Yeah.
One day I was just like,
you just gotta do it.
yeah. And now
and
I do it.
And you're like, oh.
And I think about, like, when I was thinking about this today, when I was talking to my grandma yesterday and I caught one, I lipped it and didn't even really think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Once you do it once and you're like,
partially,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, partially because I was on the phone with her, so I didn't really think about it. But I did it and I threw it back. I was like, wait, I didn't. Because usually I'm like,
yeah.
And then finally do it.
Yeah.
But, so like, I want him to not do the dirty stuff, but like to be able to do stuff like that and not seem not sissy, but like
not timid to do it.
Like he can do those things.
Sure.
That men do.
I get what you mean. I know what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Mine. One thing I want to do, and this is not at fault of my parents or anyone. This is one that I struggled with, was confidence throughout sports. I never felt like I could just do it. I felt like every time I did something, I was lucky that I did it. You know what I mean? Like when I got a hit, I felt like, oh, I got lucky on that, right? Like I want my kid to feel confident in sports, that they can do what they want to do instead of feeling like they're getting lucky every time it happens.
I get that.
Yep.
That's a good one.
I think that's mine. I want my kids to feel like they can do what they want as long as they play baseball. Or
adoption center's right down the road, if not.
Mm-hmm. I'll drive you to it. Drop you off.
Tucker's mom asked me that once before he was born. She's like, "What if he doesn't play baseball or something, or like, what if he can't
it ain't gonna
play
be
baseball?"
An option.
I know. I was like, well, I mean, there's foster homes, there's adoption centers.
Yeah, he can live with you, I guess.
Yeah, and she scoffed at me like, "Oh, you wouldn't do that." I was like, "Obviously not.
It's a fucking joke."
Yeah, like obviously I want him to do those things, and we see now that he is. But if he wanted to do dance and like gymnastics, like that's his thing, I guess. Would I like not be that happy about it because like I want him to do the things I did?
Yeah.
No, but am I gonna be full force supporting him? Absolutely.
Yeah, I get you.
It's
yeah. Is it?
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time. All right, Alex. It is time for this week's You're Shitting Me. Welcome, everybody, to episode 11's You're Shitting Me situation of the week, sponsored to you in part by Chico's Bail Bonds and Rydell Sporting Equipment. All right, Alex, in the year 1997, the Washington Redskins, who we discussed earlier, their quarterback, Gus Frerotte, scored a touchdown on a 1-yard run against the New York Giants. Fired up with adrenaline and caught up in the moment, Frerotte celebrated by headbutting a padded concrete wall in the back of the end zone. Unfortunately, while the wall was padded, it was still made of concrete, and he gave himself a sprained neck and eventually had to go to the hospital. He was replaced by the backup quarterback for the rest of the game, which actually ended in a 7-7 tie.
No, that's so funny.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that gonna did that? Well, if it was around then, that would have ended up on the "Come on, man."
Come on, man.
That's wild. There's always stuff like that where guys get hurt doing stupid stuff.
Stupid shit. Just fucking boom right into a fucking wall.
Like I could see headbutting your teammate.
Your teammate, yep.
But a wall? Well, you saw AB run it like nuts first into the goalpost. So.
He just hit it and it just fell on his back.
The funniest part was the security lady on the other side was like, "What the hell?"
Well, who's the one dude who got in the fucking Salvation Army?
Was it
thing?
Zeke? That was Zeke,
I
right?
don't know, but then he had to get out because something was reversed or something. He's just like,
I know Ezekiel Elliott did it a couple times.
Dude, shit's so fucking funny.
I hated when they took away like touchdown celebrations for a while.
Yeah, they still
We're flagging everything. Now they're like, yeah, go ahead. Chad Johnson was the best at that stuff.
Yeah, dude. Every time I listen to that man speak, he confuses me more and more, dude. He is an interesting critter.
Which one?
Chad Johnson.
I love the clips from the nightcap or whatever that is.
Interesting critter. He does some fucking weird shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's a weird motherfucker.
Took half of Viagra before every game.
I know. Running around with a fucking chub, ready to fucking.
Yeah. He said it was like
dude came to play football and fuck, and he's all out of football time.
Yeah, he said why, like boosted blood flow or something. So
yeah, it does it to your dick.
Well,
who's gonna tackle a man with a boner?
He said taking half just like boosted the blood flow.
I saw a fucking interview he did where he talked about he got penis enlargement surgery because he was tired of having a small penis.
I see that.
Have you seen that one? Like, what the fuck? Like, he was talking about, yeah, I had a 2-inch dick. Like, I don't fucking want to know that. He's like, yeah, now it's like 10 inches.
Yeah. Hey, Chad Johnson, Mr. Ocho Cinco. If you happen to get around to seeing this,
you hear this?
Come on and talk to us.
Hop on the pod.
That'd be great.
Alex is a Bengals fan.
Yeah, I'm from Cincinnati. Well, not from Cincinnati. I'm from the tri-state area.
The greater Cincinnati area.
Yeah, from the tri-state area.
His address is
1. Beep bop boop beep boop boop bop.
But yeah, any other comments? Oh, did you like? So I decided that I talked with Strummer Ultrasoft, and they're no longer going to be sponsoring the You're Shitting Me situation of the week. So it will be Chico's Bail Bonds will be our recurring sponsor, and then every week we'll have a sponsor based on the situation. I feel like
Chico's held on longer.
Chico's did hold on. The bail bond business is doing good right now.
I know Sharma was perfect for that.
Sharma was doing. Here's the thing, though: it's not COVID. So people aren't stocking up on toilet paper anymore.
I know. NIL just screwed us all.
NIL fucked our Sharman deal. Now they're going to Sharman's doing a deal with Purdue because they're fucking shit. It's football. Boom! Roasted, fuckers! Oh! Get fucked, nerds!
Clip it.
I am clipping that. Hang on, let me write that down.
All right. Let's jump to our top 3.
Hang on, we have to outro this.
Oh yeah, my
All right, everybody, that was this week's Ear Shitting Me. Ran out of breath there, my bad. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to this week's Ear Shitting Me. Sponsored to you in part by Chico's Bail Bonds and Rydell Sporting Equipment. Not actually sponsored by Chico's Bail Bonds or Rydell Sporting Equipment.
When do I get one of those fancy songs?
I only got 4 buttons here. So, I mean, I can get rid of the funny sound effect for the You're Shitting Me and give you a song. Because I like the applause.
Oh, yeah. So what's the 4? Our intro, the You're Shitting Me song.
Hold on, let's go through them. So I have A, B, C, D. So A is that. B is the clap. C, that. And then D is the sound effect for whatever the fucking music. So that's the 4.
I forgot about the clap.
Yeah,
Pause.
You forgot about the clap? You can never forget about the clap.
Pause.
That's the clap. Clip it, chat. Wait, hold on. Clip it, Tyler. I hit my titty on the fucking mic.
There you go. All right. TGOW top 3. I got a good one.
Okay.
I got a good one.
Oh, we got a good one this week?
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
All right. And we'll do it draft style.
Okay.
What are the top 3 athletes of all time?
What are we deeming as athletes? What sports?
Anything.
Any fucking professional sport.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So Are you giving them as most athletic or the best in their sport? Because it changes completely.
It's just, I guess just your opinion.
Let's do best in sport. How about the best in their... Who we think was the best in their sports.
Okay.
Instead of like most athletic. Because if you're going athletic, you're going to start throwing like Deion Sanders out there. And I don't think he was extremely athletic, but he's not that great.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I pick first this week?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. I've got to take my 101. Absolutely dominant in his sport. And Alex, you're gonna hate me for this one. You know exactly where the fuck I'm going to. Tiger Woods.
Okay.
I'm taking Tiger Woods as my fucking is my number one for top 3 athletes of all time.
Okay.
If you look at the definition of dominance in a sport, it's Tiger Woods.
Right. My 1-1, which you'll understand because I've told you, but Ken Griffey Jr.
Ooh, that is a good one. Fuck, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about the kid.
That's my hero.
You left. I'm surprised this one stayed on the board though. And reminder, you guys can go on and vote for whose was better.
I think this down below. Whatever you're thinking, I think is probably gonna be my number 2. So I'm gonna have to rethink this one.
Mm-hmm. I think we got to go with the GOAT himself. Yep, Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. We're good.
What?
He's good. He's good. But yeah.
My third one you're not going to get, I don't think. I think my third one's pretty
You're not going to get my third one either.
Mario Andretti.
Yeah. So my second one, I got Jordan. And I know there's a big hoopla about who and what, but...
What hoopla about what? Hold on, let's hear it.
Michael Jordan being the greatest basketball player of all time.
Compared to who?
A lot of people are saying LeBron, which LeBron is good.
LeBron fucking sucks.
I mean, his stats show otherwise. I understand, but...
Rings.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. The NBA was better. It was a better basketball league when Jordan played than when LeBron plays.
Defensively, yes.
Yes, they played much better. They played against way better defense. You had to be a better offensive player to score.
Right. I watched a Skip Bayless versus 25 fans video talking about Jordan. And some people made good points about LeBron. And I was like, well...
You have to send that to me because I argue that one a lot.
I'll send it to you. Because
someone who doesn't give a fuck about the NBA, I argue that one a lot.
Yeah, he argued a few points, but yeah, that was one of them. And some people had some good arguments, and you're kind of like, I can see that good point.
I'll have to look into that.
But what's your third?
Dude, this one's fucking tough.
You like my? Well, I don't know if you like my third one. It'll make sense though.
So they say the hardest thing to do in baseball. Or the hardest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball, right? In the major leagues. So, who better in consistency in hitting a baseball is there than Ichiro Suzuki?
Oh.
So, I heard there's a statistic on Ichiro. In his 10th at bat in Major League Baseball ever, in his 10th at bat, he collected his third hit to go 3 for 10. He never dropped below career 300 again.
Yeah, I heard that.
Dude, that is nuts. He threw out a first pitch a couple days ago that was like 94.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, dude, Ichiro is a freak athlete, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. He's really good.
I think you were thinking about I was going to pick the person behind your head.
Yeah.
Is that your third?
No.
Oh, who's your third?
Michael Phelps.
Ooh, fuck! I didn't think about that.
If you want to talk about dominance in the sport,
yeah, Phelps was good.
He's good. But, okay, so those are our three. I had Griffey, Jordan, and Phelps, and you had...
I had Tiger, Brady, and Ichiro.
All right, so vote on those, but I also have this. Because when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about something else. You can also talk about who are the most game-changing people of all time. Who changed their sport.
Who changed their sport?
And I have a list of 4, and I think you'll agree.
Fuck, I gotta think here. Okay. Okay, so obviously this might be really cliche but true. Jackie Robinson,
That's one I have. Yep.
Bob Gibson.
I don't have Bob Gibson.
He literally changed baseball. He literally changed the mound height. He was so good.
I mean, that is game changing.
Literally, he changed the entire game of baseball. He was too good. So Gibson.
Hi, baby.
Oh, there's Tucker.
Tucker's making a.
Hang on, we got to do his trick. Do his free trick.
Hey, Tucker. Hey, put your mouth right here.
Hang on. Okay, everyone. So this is the prep we were talking about earlier. If you don't know what we're talking about, go back, restart the episode.
Yeah. Hey, she don't want no puppy.
Yeah, big dog.
Hey. Hold on. We're almost done. Go shut the door.
Yeah, Tucker.
Okay. So, do you want me to just give my other three?
Yep. Go ahead. Give me your. Who was
Okay.
Who was your first one? Jackie.
He wasn't my first, but I just put four.
Or he was one of them.
One of them is Steph. He's
Curry?
literally changed how the NBA's played.
Okay.
Number 2, Caitlin Clark. She definitely has changed women's basketball.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Caitlin's a good
ever
pick.
watched the women's basketball more than now.
Yeah.
And not talking like that, but like.
No, I know what you mean.
Nobody's really cared about.
No one's ever really had interest in it.
Hold on. And then a third one, which you'll agree with me, Simone Biles. She literally has moves named after her.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. And she's changed gymnastics.
Yeah, she has. But let me think through some of mine. So I said Jackie Robinson, because he literally changed baseball. And he was just a freak athlete, too. He was nuts at his game.
He's a 3-sport athlete in college, I think.
I thought he was 4.
Maybe.
Bob Gibson, just because, I mean, they changed they changed the field because of him. They literally changed they made the pitcher's mound shorter because he was too good. Who else? I'm going to sit here and think on this a second. Let's see. You guys are getting free pictures of my feet. Sorry. Let me get away from baseball here and fucking think. I mean, you got to throw in Wayne Gretzky.
Yep.
And Ovechkin at the same time. You got to put in Alex Ovechkin.
Dad.
Trying to think here.
I'm gonna play.
I mean, fucking, honestly, if we're gonna be fucking dead honest here, a guy like Lamar Jackson.
I need a toy.
I mean, he changed. There was an era of pocket passing QBs, and he changed that.
I would debate Michael Vick changed that one.
Yeah, that's fair. Michael Vick probably did that first.
Dad, I'm gonna talk to Tyler.
You can in a minute.
Yeah, in a little bit, Tucker. I mean, those are 3 good ones. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Katie Ledecky, if we're talking swimmers, women's swimmer. She is. Hi, Tucker. She is. I mean, dude, she is tore up women's swimming records.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, she definitely has.
Ledecky's a good one.
Yeah,
that's good.
Those are. I mean, that's really. Those are mine, honestly.
Yeah, I like those.
So, Alex, got anything else for the? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Let us know who you like. If somebody we haven't named who like changed the game.
Yep, I agree.
Like the Bob Gibson thing, I had no idea.
Yep. Really, you didn't know that, the Gibson rule?
Mm-mm.
Yep.
So
they lowered the mound, I think, 4 inches or 6 inches because he was too dominant in the 64 season, 68 season, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Fun fact: my dad is named after a old Cardinal. Remember the name Kurt Flood?
Mm-mm.
He's named after Kurt Flood, old Cardinal. Yep. So, well, everyone, I think that Alex, is that our show for the day?
I think
Or
so.
for the week. All right, everyone, that is our show for the week. Thank you so much for tuning in, as we do always appreciate you spending your time with us. We will have a new episode every Wednesday morning for you guys at 4 a.m. right here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also YouTube. Please be sure to like the episode and give us a rating and comment, as it does help to grow the show. It boosts the algorithm. And Alex, will you please tell everyone our social medias where they can check us out?
Yep. Instagram/YouTube. You can go to 2 Guys 1 Week. TikTok 2 Guys 1 Week Pod, and X/Twitter TGOWpod.
Be sure to check us out there. We got some great clips coming for you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.